How many times have you been lying in bed, slowly unwinding and relaxing, and finally falling asleep when you hear something and you realize that you can't recall locking the door? Sure, you remember the 50 billion other times, but however many minutes ago? Did you lock up, or did you just autopilot the bedtime routine this night? And you live all by yourself. There is no one else to check and possibly handle. It's all on you. Hey there, fam. My name is Amy. Welcome to the channel. To those returning, hi. We've previously gone over possible fears, like when living as a man, things that those who are not men may not even be aware of or think of as stuff that, like, you got to deal with, right? Now, I'm AFAB and non-binary. She, they, I don't care. So there are certainly things that I'm not going to think of that I don't know about, whether it's due to our society or circumstances, whatever. I like to balance things around here. To me, fair is fair. Everyone should be behaving like a decent human being, right? When I say decent, I don't mean like pure. I never sinned. I don't mean that. I mean, just don't be a douche, barb. Moving on, in yet another non-series on this random-ass channel, we explore our fears. Please know that I am not going to ever intentionally mess with you like about your phobias. Keyword intentionally, sure, but I mean it. Like, I'm arachnophobic, so I've always considered it low-hanging fruit to give someone a hard time about a phobia. To admit to a phobia is to admit that there's no logic to this. So, yeah, it's a phobia. So that's not what this will ever be about. Hence that initial warning right off the bat. This round, we're pondering the fears of living alone. If anything, maybe this can help someone. There may be stuff you haven't thought of, so maybe now, like, you can, I don't know if be better prepared for it is quite the right phrasing or not, but, and either way, like, even if you don't live alone, like, family members, honeys, roommates, people who just have this tendency to, like, go places, right? So you might find yourself home alone at some point. And, like, I don't want to just talk about, like, the joys of being short or needing help lifting heavy things. Like, that's no. We're talking fear. We're talking, like, ideas and thoughts and theories that can scare the poop out of us. So from the get-go, I think of things like choking on food, or some guy climbing in or getting in the middle of the night. Some guy following you before you even get the chance to close the front door. Dude, there's ring cam footage of guys slipping in behind a woman and her kid as she unlocks the door and they go inside. Like, the guys just came right up behind them before she closed the door. Didn't even have a chance to shut and lock that shit. Like, what if you have someone living up in the crawl space? A buddy of mine years ago, I take care of my mom, so after I'm, beyond this, I want to build a tiny house and just hook it to the back of the RAV, right? And my buddy was like, dream bigger, Amy. You know you want that big house. Like, no, I don't. I would, every day I come home, feel like I need to check every single nook and cranny with a baseball bat. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't need that. I have an overactive imagination. I'm a horror writer. What do you expect? Anyway, what if you have an accident, dude? And you can't get to the phone, and your building has great soundproofing. Like, isn't that the lovely thing about gentrification these days? A lot of these old buildings that used to have, like, paper-thin walls, they don't anymore. Shit. Or you slip and crack your head in the shower. There's no one around who can help you. What if you have a seizure? What if you discover a new allergy? You don't know until you know, right? What if you faint for any reason? Yeah. Reddit led me down an unnecessary rabbit hole on that one. I'll put some links in the description box. I don't know if you want it. You can let me take one for the team, fam. It's fine. There's some stuff out there. Maybe you live like in an old house that just creaks. I love those old Victorian houses, but I would definitely not be able to live in one by myself. I'd be calling my cousins. I'd be calling old coworkers. You need a place to live? Come on. It's beautiful. Let's, renovate. Fuck. I would not be there by myself. Nope. Nope. Would I be able to get some writing done, or would I be too anxious? I don't know. What if you accidentally lock yourself out or in? Shit, there was someone who locked themselves in their bathroom. Like, geez, like, how many folks hear weird sounds in their walls and you just assume that it's like, little critters, these cute little rodents and stuff, just small and cute. I will say though, if you check out the Reddit stuff on this, it's interesting how different the tone is once it's directed specifically toward men. You have guys, or one can assume are guys, being like, why would I be scared in my own home? Like, dude, have we not learned in recent years that you can be in bed and still, like, shit can happen? If there was ever a time you were not bothering anyone and not doing anything, it's when you're passed out in your own bed. Your dreams are running the show. You know what I mean? Like, what the heck? Like, it used to be like, oh, if you leave the house, like, it's dangerous out there. Dude, it is dangerous in here. Goodness. Anyway, what about you? What do you think? What are the things that, would scare you about being all alone if anything happened and stuff? Like, mind you don't have to put it out there though. If you don't want to put it out in the universe, if you don't want to admit to it, I repeat, I can take one for the team on this. It's fine. There's no backseas for me. It's done. I do hope that you join in for this week's silly compilation. If you're new here, it originated with trying to balance out the mood. If, discussing a serious topic, okay, well, here's something to lighten things. Now it's what we do. We like to giggle at silly animals and maybe learn something about them. Whatever, it's cool. You don't have to, but it's gonna be there either way. And also, don't forget the usual like and subscribe. I rarely ever say that. I just do the visual cues, and I'm probably dumb for it, but And until next time, and beyond, please take care.